A world title on the line, a battle of the unbeaten. David, I'll come to you first. Welcome to the UK. 20 fights, 20 wins. You have not come here just to take part, you've come here to win.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I'm here. You know, I've worked my way up to this. I could have taken this fight a few years ago for the money. But I'm not here for the money, I'm here for the belt.
Lawrence, you've been on this stage many times before. You won't be intimidated by it. Do you think the occasion will get to David?
No, he seems like a very cool, calm, collected person. He's been and beaten some undefeated fighters in their hometown before, so I feel in their mind this will be a similar kind of proposition. But, you know, obviously I have to show them very different on the weekend.
There's been constant light work references in the build-up. But what kind of fight are you expecting on Saturday night?
I think it's too easy when your name's David Light to make that kind of joke. But ultimately, you know, we prepared extremely well. I brought in the best sparring I could. I brought in people that he's boxed, the best Americans. I've had Babbage, I've had really top-tier sparring to get myself ready. He's someone that, with the way he presents himself, with his personality and how he looks, you could almost try and overlook him, but I'm someone that when I see him, I know what he really is. So I've prepared for what he may bring, and I'm going to do what I'm meant to do.
David, you are the mandatory. You haven't been voluntarily picked. Does that give you confidence going into this fight? You've been cool as a cucumber, all build-up.
Yeah, definitely, because I'm not here on someone else's terms. I'm here on the WBO. I've earned this, and I've made this fight happen. Earning the shot, becoming #1, and winning the face-off to get this fight.
He's rangy, he's awkward, he hits hard. How do you win?
Yeah, that's what question people have been asking me all week. But, you know, I'm not reinventing the wheel. This is boxing. You got to punch the other person more than they punch you. And yeah, I've done the work. I've got the sparring partners, big rangy guys, all 6'5", 6'6", and I've had success.
I'll bring in your trainer, Isaac. You've obviously seen a lot of Lawrence. You would have studied him. Do you see anything that you can take advantage of? If so, can you let us know of any of them?
Oh, look, every fighter's got their weaknesses. Just Lawrence has got weaknesses, strengths, man. And we've got a game plan. We're confident. We're here to win. We're going to win. And I firmly believe Lawrence has overlooked us. I think the media, everyone's overlooked us. And you guys are all in for a big shock Saturday night.
What do you say to the reports that you are overlooking David Light? Have you overlooked him? Have you prepared diligently as always?
Yeah, as always, you know, you don't get to this position overlooking people ever. I think it's a nice, safe place to hide behind being the underdog, which is what Peach is probably trying to do here. And ultimately, the day's going to come, Saturday's going to come, and one of us is going to win and the other one's going to become irrelevant. So, yeah, I look forward to it.
David, you've said that you don't think this fight goes 12 rounds. Who gets stopped?
Well, not me.
Lawrence, do you see this going 12, or do you see this getting stopped inside the distance?
I think obviously with Sugar, Sugar keeps saying to me every day he loves knockouts. I'm not delusional. I know this is a grown man in front of me who's been training very hard, so I don't think it's going to be necessarily early, although I am going to be from round one matching him and overmatching him for pressure and power, because I think that, you know, boxing is a very simple sport once you're in it, which is a tall fighter, you have to dip under, get to work, outwork someone. So I've been preparing. That's what I've got to say, and I'm very excited for Saturday to implement a lot of the stuff that me and Sugar have been working on. I think David's the perfect fighter for it because he's coming to win. And as you come to win and your coach is banging on the side saying, come on, you can do it, and land, it sets you up for a lot of openings. And I think that boxing's a very physical sport. So same way he can punch, I can punch, and we're going to find out who comes out on top very, very soon.
Well, let's bring in Sugar Hill. Sugar, it's a new partnership with you and Lawrence. How's he been looking in camp? What changes have you made? Have you implemented that Kronk style to what you already had?
Well, Lawrence has been, he's been improving. from week to week, and the camp is a lot longer than we expected. So it gave us time to work on more things and to become more fluent with those things and seeing things and creating openings. So I'm very happy with the time that we did spend together, the extra time, and I'm just excited for Lawrence to go out there and be happy.
He said you love knockouts. I think all the fans at home love knockouts. Are you expecting a knockout on Saturday night?
I definitely do. That's part of the game plan that in every fighter I train is just trying to go get the knockout. Really don't like leaving it into the judges' hands. I don't like listening to the judges' scorecards, period. I just hate it. I don't care what happens. I just hate it, hate it, hate it.
Ben, we have a fight here that practically sells itself, a world title on the line. All the ingredients for a very good night of boxing.
Yeah, this is a serious fight. I want to thank Matt Rose as well, who's been brilliant to get this fight over the line. It's a proper world title fight. It's someone that's earned his position, not someone that we've chosen, not someone we would necessarily choose for the first fight after a year out with a new trainer on a new platform after everything that we've been through. This is a serious fight. We know David Light's tough. We know he's durable. We know he can punch. We know he's always fighting on the front foot, and he's going to stick it on Lawrence on Saturday night. And there's a lot of pressure on Lawrence to prove to everyone who he is, why we believe he's the best cruiserweight in the world, and he's got to be able to deal with David Light. And very, very excited for it. I think we're in for an absolute treat, and we're certainly not overlooking David Light.
Matt, it's a long way to come. You must be supremely confident in your man.
Yeah, look, David has shown remarkable resilience over the last 4 years. I mean, it was only 2 years ago that he ruptured his Achilles. Could have quite easily ended his career. But in the good hands of Peach, he's bounced back. He's beat the number 14, and then we took on the number 6 in Brendan Glanton. So he knows how to go into people's backyards and win. That's one thing that David turns up and he fights no matter where he goes. He comes to Australia, obviously based in New Zealand. Comes to Australia, he wins there. So we're supremely confident that David has done all the work. Peach has put a great plan together, and come Saturday night, I told Benny Shalom earlier, we're here to spoil the party, you know. So I know David's here to win. He's here to knock Lawrence out, and I can't see it going any other way.
David, I guess there's only one thing left to do. I need to press you for a prediction for Saturday night.
Well, you won't get one because I'm not really in the business of doing that, but what I can predict is going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I'm coming to win. I know he's a proud man who's going to defend it with everything he's got, and that's what I love about the sport. I love putting on good fights, so that's what I'm here to do.
Lawrence, what happens on Saturday?
I prefer it not to be a good fight because it shows that two people are on the same level when they're there having a 50-50 punch-up. So I want to completely go in and dominate from range, and when he does get inside, show him that I'm the better inside fighter, and then get back out of range and hopefully score the knockout.
Good luck to everyone. Only one place to see it, Sky Sports, Saturday night. Final tickets are available at boxart.com.
Oh, thanks.
Manchester, live on Sky Sports Showcase, presented by Boxer, promoted by Ben Shalom. Two men at the top of the cruiserweight division, vying for the WBO Cruiserweight Championship of the World. From New Zealand, David, the Great White Light, and the champion from Hackney, London, England, Lawrence, the Sauce, Okolie.
Johnny, we saw it with the Joshua Buatsi last week or the week before at the press conference, and I think we'll see with Lawrence Okolie. there's something slightly different about them. What do you think it is? It's like they really do mean business. They're taking control.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. They seem to have taken control of their destiny. They are responsible for everything they do and say now, where they're not stood behind anybody else talking for them. And so I actually like that, because they are their own business. And so now you're going to pay attention to every little minor detail. Lawrence and even moving with moving trainers, working alongside Tyson Fury, have learned so much in doing that. Sugar Hill's a smart cookie, and so for me, I think it's a good move.
Hello, Andy Clark. Have a mic. Come and join in the fun. We're just saying that there seems to be something about Lawrence Okolie, same with Joshua Waxy, that there's a bit more authority, a bit more like they mean business at this time.
Yeah, I think so. I think they've had an interesting experience over the last couple of years, haven't they? And I think boxing's one of those sports where when it's not necessarily going your way, you learn some hard lessons. And you harden up, I think, just as a person, as an individual, as a business person, if you like. You'll know all about this. And they've got that vibe now. I think they've definitely got that. They've definitely got. Where am I going here? They've definitely got that vibe about the pair of them, where they know that it is a short career, and you can't waste any time.
Yeah.